What's going on, everybody? Today I got another video for you today, and we got another Mopar product, really good one. So we had that Challenger RT, and we got its big SUV brother. We got the 2021 Dodge Durango RT with that beloved 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine. So let's see, is this really a big brother or an alternative to the Challenger and Charger RT? Let's get into the video. 1, 2, 3. So this specific Durango RT is in the DB black clear coat color, and I think it actually really pops with the sunlight behind it. But this one has a sticker price of right around $52,000 before any type of market adjustment. So I think this presents a really good value in this segment, comparing, I mean, it competes with the Honda Pilot, Toyota Highlander, but if you think about it, none of those vehicles really offer the amount of power and the type of engine that this one does. So it really puts it in a league of its own. And this is basically foreshadowing the Hellcat Durango that is on its way, the SRT Hellcat Durango, which we will get on this channel soon as it arrives to dealer lots. But in the meantime, let's get into this one we got over here. Over to the front of the 2021 Durango RT. As you can see, we have beautiful LED headlights and LED fog lights. Now this gives it a really premium stance at night, especially with that hood scoop, and especially in this black color, or basically full blacked out appearance package with the black wheels with the black trim. I think it really gives it a really stealthy appearance. And moving around to the side over here, you can see we have that awesome Hemi badge on the side. It really tells everybody that you have the big engine. But basically zooming out, I mean, the side profile is any other Durango. It's a big full-size SUV packing a 5.7 liter V8. But you have that RT badge, which again lets everybody know you got the big boy. And at the back, I really am a fan of this light bar that they have going around the back. It gives it a unique presence. And just, you know, coming around the side, we have fuel doors normal. We have these beautiful black alloy wheels, which I think really gives this a really nice stance. But looking inside, you can see that red interior, which we'll get to in a minute. But let's see what's powering this beast. Looking under the hood of this Durango RT, with just like any other RT in the lineup, just Charger or Challenger RT, we have the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi engine that puts on right about 400 horsepower and right about 400 pound-feet of torque, which gives it an edge over almost everything else in the segment. It's basically unique because of how much power it makes, and the Hellcat engine in here will make even more horsepower, which would be really cool to see. Before we hop inside, just like every other vehicle that we test on this channel, is let's see how it sounds with the remote start that's available on all these key fobs. After hearing that wonderful remote startup tone, you're gonna want to get inside the cabin of your Durango RT. So let's see how to do that. So take this key fob. It's you know, passive entry just like every other. You put your hand behind you, the door unlocks and reveals this beautiful red interior that we have. Really sets it apart, especially with the black exterior. I think this red really goes well. So without further ado, let's hop inside. And initial impressions are really good in that we have the nice Uconnect screen, and I think it really gives it a good appearance inside, really premium experience. But closing the door, we have a normal door just like every other Dodge product. We got memory seats up here, you know, power windows, power locks, no power mirrors, which is, it's fine. The material quality is significantly better just because this was redesigned this year. And the materials feel really nice. The leather feels nice and supple. There's a little bit of hard touch plastic, but I don't blame that. But visibility is really good out of the cabin. Looking at the back, all these big windows. Even with this big SUV, I think, you know, appearance is really good. So let's fire this up and see what it's all about. As always, starting up in the gauge cluster, we have a 7-inch screen in the middle with an analog tach and an analog coolant temp and fuel gauge. But overall, it's a really nice experience. As you move, you can see the gear shifter indicator. And moving back, we have that same wonderful steering wheel that I loved in the Charger and Challenger. It's got a really nice meaty grip to it in this vehicle. It's a really, you know, the outside rim is really thick, so you have really good grip on it. But moving to the controls down there, you have your wipers, your lights down there. And then moving towards the center of the cabin, you have the auto-dimming mirror up top. This wonderful Uconnect 5 system, which has Amazon Alexa, and it's set up kind of like an Android tablet, but gives you access to all the features. But one thing I really like is this map. Now this map view, if it wants to pull up, is a really, as you can see, is really big, really clear, and really gives you a vivid look of where you are. Coming to the vehicle, you have you know, great settings. You can actually fold the headrest in the back from a push of a button right there. But coming down, you have the mute for the radio. You have heated, cooled seats, which is a really cool thing to see here. We have a heated steering wheel. All your standard HVAC controls are there. You have a sport mode, which you'll definitely use. Eco off. Nobody wants eco in an RT. You have traction control, which I'd recommend leaving on, but comfort-wise, we have a wireless charging pad, quite a few USB ports down there. We have 2 USB-C and 2 USB-A, which is awesome. Now moving to the shifter, we have the same shifter that I loved in the Challenger. It's a really good manly feeling shifter. You have cup holders, you have a little spot for your key. Coming into practicality, we have a 12-volt, a good bit of storage in there. It's actually a 2-tiered. If I can figure out how to do this. There we go. So you actually have a 2-tier center console, which you can put, you know, a wallet or anything up there. But these seats are really nice. I really like them. If you go in the back, which we'll hop into in a minute, you have plentiful amount of space. So up in the front, there's nothing disappointing. In the back of the Durango, there's actually a plentiful amount of space for a 5'10" adult. We have plenty of legroom, plenty of headroom. We actually have comfort such as heated seats, vents, and your AC controls are actually up here on the ceiling. But back there we have a 3rd row seat. It's mainly reserved for kids. The space is not ideal, but as you can see, those headrests are folded from when we did that up front. But yeah, seat wise, there's plenty of space, really good view, and yeah, there's nothing much I can say about the rear seats of this Durango. Now, first driving this Durango RT, you can feel the steering wheel really has that nice feel to it. And body modulation is all good. You can definitely feel there's quite a bit of power under here. And you know, you'll never be asking for more power out of this car. The power is perfect for this car. The visibility is awesome out of the back. The sunroof adds a lot of light. But you know, just driving this daily through the roads, I mean, there's not much I can say. You know, cruising at normal speeds here, you know, it feels nice and quiet. It's quite comfortable. The steering wheel is a grip. The reach of the pedals is fine. So really, I mean, with this vehicle, I have no big complaints. Wrapping up the video with this 2021 Durango RT, I'd like to give a shout out once again to Union City, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram for providing this vehicle. If you're interested in this vehicle or any other FCA product, they'll be more than happy to help you. Contact Alexander Horgan. His description or information will be in the description of the video below. Please give him a call. He'll give you a wonderful deal. Just tell him that you watched the video. He'll hook you up with a wonderful deal. Now, this car here is ready to be sold. If you want it, I suggest you check it out because these things will go fast. And you know, I'm looking forward to the new Durango with a Hellcat engine. So for now, this is the baby one. We'll see what the big one is. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in that next video.